Premier League Manchester City vs Newcastle United prediction, team news, lineups preview. 5th faces 6th in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon as Manchester City welcome Newcastle United to the Etihad Stadium for an intriguing top 4 battle. The two teams lock horns for the first time since they played out a 1-1 draw at St James Park in September last year. Match preview. 3 days after limping past Leyton Orient in the 4th round of the FA Cup, Man City suffered another painful and demoralizing collapse in the Champions League, as they let a 1-goal lead slip with just 5 minutes remaining to lose 3-2 at home to ruthless holders Real Madrid in the first leg of their playoff tie on Tuesday. While Real are known for their trademark smash-and-grab heroics on Europe's biggest stage, Man City have developed the unwanted habit of capitulating late in matches, and they have now lost 5 different games in which they have led in all competitions this season, as many as they did in each of the previous 4 campaigns combined. Frustrating mistakes ultimately cost Pep Guardiola's aging side on the night, and before they bid to put things right in next week's second leg at the Santiago Bernabeu, the citizens must shift their focus back to the Premier League and their battle to finish in the top 4, one that is becoming increasingly difficult for a team who have won just half of their 24 league fixtures this term D5L7. Man City were heavily beaten 5-1 by Arsenal in their last top-flight fixture a fortnight ago, leaving them in 5th place and a staggering 18 points behind leaders Liverpool. They are also 2 points behind Chelsea in 4th, as well as level on points with their next opponents Newcastle in 6th, who also have the same goal difference. Citizens supporters can take some comfort from the fact that Guardiola's side have lost only one of their last 34 Premier League meetings with Newcastle W27D6 and have won each of their last 15 home games against the Magpies. Only 3 teams in top-flight history have a longer winning home run against the same opponent. Everton against Fulham 22 from 1961 to 2018, Aston Villa against Sheffield United 16 from 1903 to 1921, and Man United against Luton 16 from 1955 to 2023, still ongoing. Not since September 2001-0 when Man City were playing at Main Road have Newcastle celebrated success away against the citizens in the Premier League. Indeed, the Magpies have since endured a torrid 20-game winless away run D2L18 and have failed to score in any of their last 5 visits to the Etihad. However, Newcastle travel to the blue side of Manchester on Saturday, having won each of their last 4 Premier League games on the road, including victories against Man United 2-0, Tottenham 2-1 and Arsenal 2-0. They last won 5 in a row back in October 1994, the only previous time they have ever done so in the division. The Magpies extended their winning away run in all competitions to 6 matches when they beat League One leaders Birmingham City 3-2 in the 4th round of the FA Cup last weekend, courtesy of a brace from Joe Willock and a goal from Callum Wilson. Victory at St Andrews came just 3 days after Newcastle punched their ticket to next month's EFL Cup final after beating Arsenal 4-0 over 2 legs in the semi-finals. Ending their 70-year trophy drought is high on the agenda from Eddie Howe's side, but so is securing Champions League football for next season. The Magpies' top 4 credentials are sure to be tested over the next couple of weeks when they face Man City, Nottingham Forest and Liverpool in their next 3 Premier League fixtures, while they also have Aston Villa, Chelsea and Arsenal still to play this season. They have already picked up 11 points from games against these 6 teams, though, so they should relish turning up for these big occasions. Team news. Man City are sweating over the fitness of Jack Grealish and Manuel Akanji, who sustained muscle injuries in midweek and have emerged as major doubts. Oscar Bob and Nico Gonzalez will also be assessed, while Rodri remains a long-term absentee. The expected absence of Akanji, who started at right-back against Real Madrid, could see Guardiola select either Rico Lewis or Mateus Nunes on the right side of defense, while Nathan Ake could be fit to start again after playing for an hour in defense on his return from injury on Tuesday. Guardiola will ponder whether to stick with John Stones in midfield or hand a start to one or two of Gonzalez if fit Mateo Kovacic, Ilkay Gundogan or Bernardo Silva, while Jeremy Doku, who has just recovered from injury, Savinho, Omar Marmish and Phil Foden, will all battle for starts on the flanks. As for Newcastle, Jamal Lascelles' knee and Harvey Barnes' muscle remain sidelined, while Anthony Gordon thigh, Joe Linton knee, Sven Botman knee and Dan Burn groin are all minor doubts and will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Goalkeeper Nick Pope returned to the starting lineup last time out, and Howe must now decide whether to continue with his former number 1 or recall Martin Dubravka between the sticks. Fabian Schär, Lewis Hall, Sandro Tonali, Jacob Murphy and Alexander Isak are all expected to be recalled after beginning as substitutes in the FA Cup, the latter of whom has scored 10 of his 17 Premier League goals away from home this season. But he is yet to find the net in 3 visits to the Etihad. Manchester City possible starting lineup: Ortega, Nunes, Diaz, Ake, Gvardiol, Gonzalez, Kovacic, Savinho, Foden. Marmish, Holland. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Dubravka, Livramento, Botman, Schär, Hall, Tonali, Guimaraes, Joelinton, Murphy, Isak, Gordon. We say, Manchester City 2-2 Newcastle United. The less said about Newcastle's away record against Man City the better, but there is reason for the Magpies to be optimistic heading into Saturday's contest, which arguably represents one of their best chances in recent years to come out on top against a mentally and physically fragile Citizens outfit. Both teams could well be on the scoresheet here, particularly the hosts who have found the net in each of their last 32 Premier League games against Newcastle. But we feel that Guardiola's men may ultimately struggle to put their stamp on the contest against a settled and well-organized Magpies side. So a score draw could be on the cards. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.